That's not good. That's not good enough. I'm so scared right now about what's gonna happen to my van. Bad stuff in front of me here. This is some bad snow. That's called -32. What an absolute mess. The wind sensor was destroyed by the wind at 44.5 meters a second wind force, which is 100 miles per hour. Now let's jump back a few days to Arctic Finland and start the story from there. Alright, lovely days in Finland, absolutely stunning. But now I booked a plane ticket to fly back and spend Christmas with my family. So I'm gonna do that for a few days. Gonna go and park at Lofoten, Narvik, Harstad, Evenes airport. And that's gonna be a 6-hour drive, but I have a couple of days to do that. So the reason why I'm doing this now is because the weather looks favorable for having the van parked for a few days. It's much milder there, so could park it there without it freezing completely to ice. And I'm gonna leave the heat on for like 6 degrees or something like that. We'll see. Let's go. It's a long drive. Look at this adventure town up here. That's quite fun. Let's hope we can get up this hill. Yep, no problem there. So beautiful here. It's just completely heartbreakingly beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I'll be back to this area, make no mistake about it, maybe sooner than you think. Snow paradise, if there ever was one. That's called -32. That's around -32 degrees Fahrenheit as well, I think. So, extremely cold up here. It's a bit much, actually. Good morning, my friends, and cheers. Got the most important meal of the day. And today is December 21st. It's the darkest day of the year, but today the sun will turn, or tonight or tomorrow or something like that. Should be 30 more days with no sun. Right now I'm in Arctic Sweden, in the forest here, taking a detour. Gonna take a quick flight back south to be with my family on Christmas Day, and then I'll be back here in my van a few days after Christmas, and then I'll go where the weather forecast takes me. Now it's time to reply to comments on my latest video here. This December so far has been absolutely stunning with all this snow everywhere. It's just been a snow paradise up here in Finland and Sweden. So I'm super stoked about these areas. Alright, on the road, the darkest day of the year. You could see there's still some twilight. I'm pretty far south in the Arctic now, in Sweden. So I'm gonna head north again in a few days, once I return from Christmas celebration. And that should be getting much darker. Look at this gorgeous scenery. Wow. I had a hard time finding parking last night, but seems like the plow truck's been through the night here, opening a lot of the small pockets that they have a lot of in Sweden. So up here in front you can see some of that like red light that you have in the Arctic here during the hour or two where there's a little bit of daylight. So right now it's 12:30, so this is the brightest time of the day. It's absolutely gorgeous here on the darkest night of the year. It's just fantastic. And frozen. Solid. Arctic Sweden at its finest. Just all these cabins just completely covered in snow and rime frost. It's so amazing. What a sight to behold. Well, this is darkness also creates lights and colors that are pretty amazing. Alright, gonna head towards Kiruna. Never been out on these roads here before. So every corner has something new to offer. So cool. Oh, look at this. I'm in Kiruna now. And this was not on the forecast. It's snowing pretty hard now. That's a lot of fun. Not expected. This guy is gonna come sliding. No, I guess not. Yeah, there's a lot of snow being plastered on the parking lot here now. That's very surprising. Wonder what happens to my roof now. Let's have a look. Yeah, would you look at this? Now we're talking. Those are big flurries. Gonna get pretty much snowed down here. Look at this car here. It's been sitting for a few days. Yeah, this is Kiruna, Arctic Sweden. And it's snowing hard. I gotta close this before get too much snow inside. It is 4 in the morning. This is how my window looks like. Well, it's December 22nd and I'm leaving Kiruna. Gonna head over to Norway and grab a plane tomorrow. This is the biggest mining town, probably in Scandinavia, maybe in Northern Europe. I don't know anything about this, but it's quite significantly built around mining here, and a really bad road system. Well, the sun has turned. It is now moving towards lighter times, brighter times, and I'm heading towards the west, towards Norway, and the sky is a little bit red in the horizon. It's 11:30. Can't wait to get more daylight. It's been extremely dark, but as soon as Christmas is over, in 4 or 5 days, I'm gonna head further north, so it's gonna get even darker, even though we're going towards brighter days. See those mountains out there? That's probably one of them. Might be Kebnekaise, the highest mountain in Sweden. Well, I'm in Norway again, as you well can see. Harsher and just more hardcore here. More mountains, more weather, and very exposed. So heading to Evenes airport, which is basically the Lofoten airport and the Narvik airport. And that's the place that I found where I could catch a flight for a few days, spend time with my family. So also had, looks like they have good parking solutions. So I can park my van there without any worries. So here is the story. I booked a last-minute flight from Lofoten Airport in the Arctic to go and spend Christmas with my family because the weather forecast was very favorable for leaving the van in the airport parking lot for a few days. I refilled propane and put the heating on 5 degrees Celsius and parked facing south, not seeing anything to worry about on the forecast. Little did I know that the forecast would change significantly over the next few hours, and when I arrived at my Christmas destination, a full winter hurricane was forecast to descend on the Lofoten area, followed by a massive snowstorm and an insane blizzard. The storm would go on to break all records for hurricane force winds in Norway, and at Leknes in central Lofoten, the wind sensor was destroyed by the wind at 44.5 meters a second wind force, which is 100 miles per hour or 160 kilometers per hour. And it went beyond that, but the wind sensor broke at that level. So as you can see here, the wind reaches 44.5 meters a second, and then the measuring just stops because it's broken. I have no idea about how my van has been coping with this weather, and I'm pretty worried right now. The van has been parked with the rear towards the wind, which is not an ideal direction to face in wind force like this. In addition, there are massive amounts of snow coming down now with storm force winds as I'm still waiting to catch my flight back. So what happens now? If this is bad, it's gonna be really bad. The sunroofs could have blown off the van, and that would have filled the van with snow at this point. That's what I'm most worried about. I'm going back tomorrow to see how the van is coping. It's been a blizzard with crazy amounts of snow over the past 2 days, so I'm pretty anxious about how it's gonna look when I get there. All right, it is the day of my return to the van, and I'm super anxious now about how it's looking up there. We had that big hurricane winter storm, and it's been snowing and storming every day continuously since that, and that's 4 days ago. So now I'm gonna go up to Lofoten again and have a look at my van. So it's gonna be a few hours of flying, and then we'll land. Maybe I'll get an overview as I'm landing. We'll see. I'll keep you posted on how things develop.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep the aisle and emergency exits clear from all hand baggage until the aircraft has come to complete stop and the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. We appreciate your consideration. Thank you.
All right, moment of truth. It's snowing like crazy, and I saw a few hints of what's to come on the parking lot, and it looks really bad. Wow, this is not good. Look at this. That's insane. And it's snowing like crazy. These are rental cars, so they've probably been used. But over there, wow. I guess my anxiety was right here. We'll see. I see some really bad stuff in front of me here. Look at all this snow here. None of that was here when I left. I'm glad I can get my trolley to roll here because I only have I have like a duffel. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be difficult to get my car out. The van is probably completely buried. This is some bad snow. This is some really bad snow now. This is not good. This is not good at all. So there's a bunch of snowplows over there, luckily. Oh. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Oh. This is just crazy. Huh. How am I gonna get out of this? Well, I need to start thinking about how I want to do this. You see, my luggage is getting snowed in real fast, and that's just crazy. I need to get to the back of the van, open the doors. That's a lot of snow. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna destroy my shoes here and see if I can get my luggage inside. I think I need to leave it out here first. What a mess. What an absolute mess. All right, I'm gonna see. Gonna see about this first. I have to say, so can I get in here without too much of a problem? So I'm of course anxious about one thing, and that is I haven't seen what it's like inside yet. I don't know if the sunroof blew open in the hurricane, and I have no idea about if there's snow inside my van, but I need to get some snow off around the doors so I can open the van, get my snow shovel, because it's snowing like crazy now. Okay, let's open if it's possible. Alright, so what do we got here? Alright, so this is on still. So it stayed warm. Look at this. This is up to the door. Need my gloves. Okay, one important check. That's the beyond this sunroof cover here. Yeah, that looks good. No problem from the crazy weather. And how about this one? It's not really any way to tell unless you... Yeah, we're good there as well. And the bathroom. Looks good. Yeah, looks good here as well. What's that on the floor? I think. The batteries have nearly not done anything. They're down to 93% after 6 days. That is great. Absolutely perfect, really. Alright, let's continue this. It's madness on another level here. Got my winter shoes on, but it's not perfect either. All right, now I can close that one. Well, this is some new craziness here. Okay, let's see if we can get the shovel out. Pretty much flush with the snow here. And this is all after the big storm. So this didn't happen during the big storm, but now on the couple of days after. All right. There's my shovel. And let's see if I need to change propane or that one is nearly half full, and the one I used through the 6 days to just keep the heat is also half full. So got almost a week left there. Okay, I think we should start making some plans now. Look at the trees here. This was empty when I left. It's meters Looks like I was parked in a pretty good spot here because the wind came here from this side, hitting the trees for the hurricane. I'm pretty sure that helped me a lot. Want to see how deep it is? Yeah, that's like my elbow. Getting there. Well, it stopped snowing, so gonna see if I can get some snow out from inside before I do anything else. And try to start the van. Oh, look at this. That's not good. That's not good at all. Probably coming from up there. I will. Alright, time to see if we can get it started before I keep digging. Absolutely madness. So, no handbrake of course, but I put it in gear just to be sure it didn't roll. And with this hurricane, it really could have rolled. All right. Oh, I forgot the keys. Can you guess what's wrong with my story here? Yeah, I opened the van to get in, so I didn't forget the keys. Let's see how it works. After 6 days of absolute madness up here, and this snow that's come down is not really part of the madness. That's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing at all. So let's turn on the exterior lights, have some fun with those. We still got some snow on the outside, ice on the road it says. No kidding. It's kicking up again, the snow. We're out. This is where I was parked. Nothing suspicious on the ground. So, all good. Get my shovel. And then I'm gonna start planning where I'm parking tonight. Might be going to Lofoten now. I came flying in over Lofoten and it looked really stunning. So that might be an option. I'll check in the morning. I think I'm gonna drive like 16 kilometers and park. I have a spot in a harbor there, if it's possible to get to it, because everything is snowed in now completely. Good job, Van. I think you survived. I think you survived well. Good thing I had that shovel, or it would have taken forever. Oh, there are my thermal covers. I need them again. I need this one. Absolutely crazy stuff here. Alright, the exit's got to be here. Yeah. It's kind of weird. No sign. But I think we're good. Wow, what a day. That's just some crazy snow here. Absolutely madness. No wonder my AirTag wouldn't do much good. Gotta love it. This is not the storm. Just so we're clear on that. Incredible. Now I'm super happy, we're all good, I think. I haven't taken all the snow off the roof yet. That could still hold some surprises. But I'm pretty sure that we're good so far. And it's absolutely ridiculous what's been going on up here. While I was down south with my family celebrating Christmas for a few days. And that could have been a disaster. So the GPS says slower than usual traffic on your route, and I'm like, you kidding me? I cannot imagine why. Yeah, I'd say people are a bit snowed in on a general basis. There's firewood, at least. It's 8 o'clock, and I've been traveling for a while. Would really like to get to camp now. Right, going down this side street here. This is a wonderful parking space down here in summer, and pretty sure it's fabulous in winter as well if they plow this road. Well, should be good. There's like a lumberyard at the end of the road, so I'm pretty sure they plow it. Here's the fire station, and I'm gonna park right on the water here. You can see there's quite a lot of snow, but I should be able to use this lovely place. Absolutely top of the line. Not so sure. It's very deep. But they will plow it tomorrow, I'm sure. Because I'm pretty sure this is open tomorrow. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow. We're in some serious snow here. Maybe they're not open tomorrow. Then I'm in a little bit of trouble here. Let's go and have a look. Ah, no, it's not bad snow. So yeah, 9-1 meaning that this area should get plowed. But the moon is out, so it might not get more snow anyway. So what do you guys think? Should I park in there? Well, my friends, I'm back in the Arctic in my van, and it was crazy. Got a few more things I need to do. That is to get up on the sunroof and get the snow off the Starlink. I'm dreading opening the sunroof because there's so much snow up there, and I tried to get as much away as I could, but usually that is challenging spot when I open it, so we'll see. But glad to be back in the van, and it's working. Cheers. I got the sunroof open after a little bit of fighting, and it's pretty bad. How about this? So let's try to push as much as possible away. I did get some snow inside. I guess it's just impossible to not get any snow inside when it's like this. You should really try to not have too much snow around the sunroof, because it could create leaks. Don't want leaks. there's the Starlink. Well, my friends, I'm back in the van. Christmas was lovely, but this is my true happy place. This is where I thrive, and I'm so happy to be back here again. Having a couple of tangerines and just had a light meal, a few sandwiches, and watching Landman on my laptop. And it's 10:30. It's time to go to bed soon, but just gonna chill out here with Landman and then I'll go to bed. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and for that I might go to Lofoten. I think Henningsvær could be fun. It's gonna be super wintry out there as well, so that could be fun. Thanks for watching, my friends, and I'll see you soon from my happy place in the back of the van. There's a Viking ship for all of you. It sails into the abyss.